Welcome back to Repair, Restore, and Resell. Today I've got a kill switch, stop switch for a Mercury. It's 1977, I think. 7.5 horse outboard motor, tiller handle motor, and the wires are. The insulation was all deteriorated on them, so I've cut those off. This stupid switch, which is only a momentary push switch, I found one on eBay. Somebody must have found it at a garage sale or something. They wanted $40 for that one, and basically we buy one new from a Mercury dealer or whatever. They're $60 to $80 depending on where you buy it, and I'm not going to pay $60 or $80 or even $40 for a momentary push switch. So we're going to repair this one, which isn't going to require a whole lot. There's two contactors in there that and a disc in here that joins the two to ground out the ignition and stop the motor. So all I've got to do is get these knocked out of here. So I'll put this 7/8 3/8 drive socket. I'll set that in there to give it some place for these to fall. I've got a little drift punch. We'll tap these out of here. Let me just grab a pair of needle nose. So we'll just pull these out and set them aside for a minute. And now what I'm going to do is get you can see part of the wire is there, and they're crimped into these contactors. So what I'm going to do is get a little drill bit, cut these off, get a little drill bit, and drill the wire out of here, and then I'm going to solder new wires into it. So we'll cut this one off. Cut the other one off. I've got it held in my small pair of needle nose vice grips, and now I just want to file those wires off flat. Okay, I've got a little burr set up in the Dremel So I'm going to see if I can just grind that copper wire out of the center of that contact. Okay, that one drilled out. Okay, and that one's all drilled out. Okay, so that drill bit was a number 45 in the number size drill index, and it measures 82 thousandths of an inch. So you could probably use something that's close to that in fractional if that's all you have, or you could go buy a number 45 drill bit at any quality hardware store that you can find left. But you know, you'll just have to determine yourself if the drill bit that you have is gonna work for what you need to do. Got two pieces of 16 gauge stranded copper wire here. I'm just gonna strip the ends of these back. They're longer than what I need. I'll trim them down to length when I put them on the motor. But for right now, I don't want to end up short, so we'll just let them run long, and trim them down to size later. And those will fit right in there nice. I've got a little micro torch. I can't remember where I got that, either eBay or Harbor Freight maybe. And some 6040 rosin core electronic solder. It's a thin wire. So we'll just we'll fill that socket with solder, and then we'll drop the wire into it. That's it for that one. Now I'll do the same for the other one. I've got a little wire brush and the Dremel tool, and I'm just gonna polish the cup contact inside the rubber boot here, so it makes a good connection, and polish the tips of those contacts that we just soldered wire into. Just get any oxidation off of them. Make them all nice and shiny and pretty. And those will make a good connection. Okay. So let's see if we can get these to go back down through the this one here. I've got a little bit of solder on the outside. I may have to take a little file and clean that off. We'll see if it'll go down in here or if that's going to obstruct it. Yeah, I think that's going to be in the way of getting that one in there. Let's see how this other one is. This other one, I got a little bit of a neater result. This was the second one that I did. So I guess I got my practice in on the first one. And that one's seated down in there nicely. Let me get a little file, clean the solder off of that other one, and we'll drive that one down in there. Okay, so that one's all cleaned up. And that one's seated down in there. Now we need to get the rubber boot on. I'm just going to put just a little bit of silicone grease. This one's dielectric grease. You get the same thing. They call it plumber's grease. You can get that at Home Cheapo or wherever. You get this one here I bought from Napa Auto Parts, because dielectric grease and plumber's grease are both the same damn thing. And the dielectric grease is $1 cheaper a tube. Same product, just a different package and a different price point. And there it is. You gotta snap that over until the it goes on there right. If yours is a little stiff, you could heat it up a little bit with a hair dryer or a heat gun or whatever. That'll soften the rubber and make life a little bit easier. So let me just grab a continuity meter and we'll try this out. I've got a multimeter here with audible continuity, and we'll just try this out. I've got the meter is hooked up to the other end of the wires, and the switch works fine. So there's $60 or $80 saved. Today's Friday. I think it's the 20th of May 2022. So guess where that's going? That's $60 or $80 going straight in the gas tank. So you save it in one hand and it flies out of the other hand. So this going in a motor that I'm getting going for resale. But I didn't want to try and start the motor until I've got a way of shutting the motor off. And obviously this needed to be done anyway. But like I say, you know, I understand parts cost money, but $60 or $80 for a momentary push button switch is just absolutely ridiculous. So part 2 will be throwing this in the motor, or maybe it'll still be in this video, and that'll be that, and then we'll move on in the motor to see if we can get it started.